Oh yeah. Oh yeah, chat. Oh yeah. Check it. 6 into 5. You love to see it. That's a free counter if I've ever seen that. And now you can put back your hog back or this big Moria. Alright. Okay, he picks the 8 drop. What?
The One Piece TCG has a plethora of leaders. Each one dictates the color and type of cards you'll be playing. But what if we change that? I propose we build decks around one card and see what leader can take it to the next level. This is one card, three decks.
How's it going, everybody? It is I, Junebug TCG, and welcome back to another one card, 3 decks. In today's episode, we are going to be cooking with the starter deck 12 Emporio Ivankov. Now, what I really enjoy about this card, and the main reason we are cooking with this, is because it has the unique effect where on play, you play out a 2-cost character. Not 2 or less, not 2 or more, 2 costs exactly. Not only that, but when it attacks, you can also draw a card if you have 6 or less life. So we have a small little resource engine that we're going to be utilizing in all of the decks here. And let's get started with the first one. The first deck we're going to be using Ivankov in is ironically Ivankov themselves. Reason being is because this deck did get new support in OP14 and I really wanted to try it out. Let's take a look at the cards we're going to be playing off the Ivankov. First, starting with Prince Bellet, 2k counter, but for Impel down. He's got an effect that's kind of relevant. You bounce 3 costs to the owner's hand. Also, same reason why we're playing Elvita. We're kind of trying to clear off those little cards, and I'll tell you why in a second. We're also playing the Sanji from Starter Deck 12 and the Pudding from Starter Deck 12. Pudding's really great, bounces it back to our hand for a 2k counter, and this Sanji's going to be getting in for some 6k swings, just because we are going to keep our hand size low. We are on Duval to help stack our life to successfully get these Ivankovs to go off, and it's a nice little blocker. And one of the MVP cards that you play off Ivankov is Teach. Teach is just really strong. It's going to help lower our hand size for our Ivankov, our leader effect, and other cards, as well as put on that active or that rested Don, 2 characters or my leader for more aggressive swings. Really comes in handy. Really great card to get a free play off of. And for the new cards from OP14, we have Hannibal. This guy lets you trash 3 cards but played out 6 costs from your hand, which is really good. You can get an Inazuma or Monkey D. Luffy. And also that trash 3 is really relevant to synergize with our leader effect. And the newest big body is Shiryu. 8 cost. You dump your whole hand and bounce one of your opponent's cards back to their hand. Extremely strong, big stat lines, really good. And one of the win conditions of our deck is going to be the champion rifle. People fall for this all the time. Basically, when you play it, your opponent bounces back an active character to their hand, and this can be very tricky if your opponent doesn't suspect it. And that's also why we're using Prince Bellet and Elvita to bounce the 3 costs or lower cards so we can get a really big body back. But let's take a look at the games and see how this does. We're going to mulligan. Perfect. Maybe we even scored a better hand. All right, with this Perona, we'll play it. Check the top. There's no good 2 costs at our disposal. The best one is going to be this guy. We're going to have to bottom deck this. As much as I don't want to, we're going to have to bottom this. Do you track negative points to your leader every time you get hit? No, you have your life on the side. That's how you track. Oh, yes, I use Rosadante. We're actually going to have we're going to go over a deck list with that good stuff. Let's try it. Nope, that's fine. We miss off the Ivankov. Not the biggest deal in the world. We do, however, need to next turn we need to set up this Perona and hopefully get an Ivankov for our Inazuma so that we can synergize like such. Alright, 1k pass. And then this is gonna keep drawing us. Hopefully they don't stun us. Okay, that's now I feel silly because I feel like we should have stack deck properly. They got Law and Beppo. Stack deck played the Impel down guy over here. We will get. I think we take this just on the off chance that we get the Hannibal that we need. Okay, no Hannibal. That's fine. No Hannibal. That's okay. Our champion rifle is pretty bad right now. I think we will. Wow. I think we just hope. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We go nothing to draw, right? Just in case we got the Hannibal. We didn't see the Hannibal. We Duval. Now we can start placing on top. We can keep this the way it is. And now we can swing a 5, and then we can also follow it up with another 5, and just use this as counter, and then we have Ivankov in our hand for next turn. The other Ivankov. Axel, I see you. Thank you for joining the chat. He takes it. Okay. And then we just go another 5. And then he could be bricked up, so if he takes both, that's a great spot for us, because we're going to put down a lot of pressure. And honestly, we might protect the Ivankov. I mean, he's going to be at 6. I really doubt he's going to feel the need to put, like, something that stuns, right? You know, like a carrot. He could preemptively, yeah. There's the preemptive carrot, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. And then what's 2 into 2, right? That's fair. Oh, no. Rest. Use this. 6 into 4. I mean, you froze it, but he froze it, so I kind of want him to turn these cards sideways, though. That's the thing. I want him to turn these sideways so we can try to set up for our Gum Gum rifle to do something. Like, I'm even gonna protect my Perona, because I don't care about my hand size. I want to lower my hand size so I can draw through my deck a little bit more. Yep, I'll do that. Awesome. What? Did the sim bug? Was I tripping? I swear I put the 7 cost Ivankov up top. Chat, did I mess up? Oh well, we're gonna have to just play through it, and I know we're really behind. Now we're really behind. I haven't seen that Ivankov played in a good minute. No, now you have. We are not in a good spot anymore. Gamba? Gamba! Yes, Gamba, Gamba. Let us go. Let's go 6 into the Tashigi. To the Fushigi. And then we can go 4 into it if he doesn't take it. Okay, cool. And then we just go 4 into any of these Peronas. Yeah, guys, I thought this was... I don't know what happened. I swear the next card was supposed to be the 7 cost Ivankov. Super weird. Super weird. Six into that. That's fine. 8 where? 8 to lead? 9 to lead? Where's this going? It's 4 to 4. Yeah, I might as well champion rifle, and then he can just take back something. It doesn't really matter. I just want to get it out of my hand at this point. And I can never get rid of this Kikinojo because it's always going to restand itself, so it's not like I can do what I was trying to do and bait them and lose them. Okay, he just takes back... It has to be active? One of your active characters... I didn't even read that! This card is way better than I thought! Oh, and that plays around the Tashigi. Never mind, guys. I'm goated. I'm a mastermind. I know what I've been doing this whole entire time. Don't ever fret. Don't fret. Don't tell me I was wrong. Guys, what the fuck? This is not the way I stacked the deck. This is not the way I stacked the deck. I can assure you. This is not it. Alright. 5 here. No. No. Inazuma. Then we can go stack deck. Give 2 Don here. Because we kill this carrot this turn. I want this dead. And then we can go... I kind of want to Perona take a look at my top deck. Because this kind of would be various. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, if we draw 2... We draw 2 more cards. The best cards to draw would be... Really none of these. So we're going to bottom deck that. And then we'll just go... A big 8 into this. Yeah, the Tashigi's protection effect only happens on your opponent's turn. That's crazy. And then I'll go 3 here. Just for the... just for the thing that he, again, champion rifle, right? We're playing around it. And then Inazuma will draw us 2 cards. Champion rifle again! Oh, we should have played for it. We should have played for it, chat. Dranzer. What's up, Dranzer? I see you in chat on Twitch. I appreciate you, buddy. You'll see plenty more of me. You will see plenty more of me, buddy. Okay. Beeple, Law, and Beppo. We knew this was in their hand, right? This is going to be super sick if we are able to take advantage of this. He goes 5 there. We counter. Just to, obviously counter. He lets it live? What a fool! Fool! Alright. I don't have a way to super stack my life. Let's just draw a card, right? Let's draw a card. Okay, that's a 2K. We high roll. Think we definitely high roll this Ivankov. No, we'll keep that on top because that's a great top deck on our next turn. We're gonna keep one for champion rifle. I think our play is to go 4. We just split here. 4. Yeah, we split here. Actually, we don't need to split. We can actually attack a little bit more than we think, because we can go put the Hannibal up top, do 2 right here. Then we can go 7 into this. He's got 0 Dawn up, which is really good for us because Ivankov, or I'm sorry, this deck runs a shit ton of events, as a lot of you guys know. Okay, there's that, and then we can go a big, nice. Was that 6? So 8. I would put 8 on the Teach, but this Teach can actually really help us, so we might as well go 8 with the Proner. You ever see an 8 with the Proner, chat? Cut down the hand size. Inazuma draws this card. Oh, we just screwed up again! We suck! We're trash, chat. Are we garbage? Yes, we are, because we... Reading. This card says if you have 2 or less cards in your hand, then you get to draw. We have 3 cards in our hand. It is what it is. It is what it is. Is Ivankov best deck in format? Yeah. Can Mihawk even beat this deck? Dude, please attack. Please attack with Kikinojo right now. Right now. Learn your lesson. Please learn your lesson. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, shit. This guy's a moron. This guy's an idiot. Send this Lawn Beppo to the principal's office and have him expelled immediately. Get out. Get out. Clip it, chat. This guy's an idiot. No disrespect to this player, though. Honestly, no disrespect. I'll just counter this, so that way we can have 0 cards. We're goated! Because our play line, before anyone says we didn't really have a good play line to beat this guy, I will have you know I was going to attack with one of these Ivankov, draw 1 card. We knew this was going to be Shiryu. Play the Shiryu, bounce the Shanks. Then we would just draw 4 cards in the end phase, and that would be insane, okay? That was an Ivankov game, if I've ever seen one. Moving on to the next deck, chat. Moving on. Next deck we are cooking up is going to be none other than Blue Yellow Ace. This is a classic. I always try to get this one to work, and I think Ivankov helps this deck out a lot, especially with the targets that we're going to talk about. First one being Martial Teach. This one synergizes perfectly with your leader effect as it gives 2 rested Dawn and sets up your top life, so that way you can put one of your 5-cost bodies and guarantee the hit. I hate that these cards work together so well, as if you know the anime, Ace and Blackbeard don't really get along that well. Following that, we do have Charlotte Chapon. This card's pretty unique. It allows you, with your leader effect, in tandem with your leader effect, to essentially gain a life. Only problem with this card is it doesn't counter, unlike Kozuki Hiyori, who sets up your life with the 2K counter. And we have Zeus for removal of any 5-cost card. This is super handy, super neat, super free. We have Shirahoshi 2 costs. This protects all of our 6 costs or less bodies by revealing our top, which could be bad for us, but also it could be good. And every card in this deck is 6 costs or less, so this is going to be protecting pretty much everything. And the main cards you want to be playing out of the Ivankov are going to be the Kid Ace and the Kid Luffy. These are excellent cards. This is in tandem with the whole strategy that we're going for playing out the brothers out from our life, and the targets being the blocker Ace, this EBO2 Ace that plays out the 2 costs, which synergizes with the whole strategy, the Rush Ace, and the new PRB2 Ace. More aces than Luffy's. The best Luffy's are going to be the blocker Luffy, and I'm also running the Luffy from start at 13. This one kind of helps out and gets us some draws and becomes an 8K body, so it's pretty good. We'll have to take a look and see how this turns out. 2K. I think Zeus is probably not great in this matchup. Okay. What we can do is we can do a lot. We can go Luffy, use Teach Effect, stack life, do this, get a Luffy. I think we do blocker Luffy is a pretty good one. Then we just can go. See, it kind of sucks. There's one thing that's just kind of unfortunate is that I want him to redirect because I don't want him to ramp, right? So we ought to just do this, do that, and then we'll go 9. He'll redirect into the Dellinger, but that's fine. Oh, he didn't redirect into the Dellinger. Okay. Whatever. We'll just pass there. I'm gonna be honest, I only have a few games into the Doster himself, so we take it as we go. Alright, buddy, nice. That is a 6K swing into my 7K. Yes, my leader is 7K power. Thank you very much. What can we do? Well, we can Gamba with the Ivankov. No, but we can put that to the top so that way we don't miss. And then we can go put this Luffy up there, grab 2 Don, peek at our top. We'll put an Ace out there so we can get a little aggressive, shall we? And then we can do another Ivankov after this, which is going to be super cool. So we'll go 7 because our leader, because we have 5 or less cards in our hand. Yes. So we'll go 7, and then we'll go 9, and then he'll redirect into the Dellinger here. That's fine. He gets the Don back, and then he gets the search. Yes, and then we get to Ivankov again. And with this Ivankov, hopefully we get a hit. Hopefully we get like an Ace or a Luffy. It's like I'm cheating, guys. It's like I'm cheating. It's like I'm cheating. Dofi off the top. Sure. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is a little too late, guys. I think this is a little too late. That was cool. I'm just gonna include that one in the video because why not? That was hot. That was cool. Ivankov, but I want better. Okay, this is a little bit better. It's a little bit brickier, but it's not too bad. By the way, treasure rare copies of this card, fairly cheap. They're fairly cheaper, or I'm sorry, wrong words completely. They dropped in price about 40 bucks from the over $100 tag, and now we're just at the $70 to $80 range on this one for the treasure rare. So if you guys need that, I'd pick it up. Usoppins. They went hard on this art. I gotta admit, they went pretty hard on the art. It was pretty clean. It was pretty clean. Nice. It is disgusting, I will say, that Teach is really good in this Ace deck. For the fact of, obviously, if you know the lore, you know the lore. But, hey, it works, like, pretty good. Pretty good. And we got the baby Ace, so we are in a great spot. And we got Jozu here as well to help us. Okay, Sangi, no attack. Sangi, no attack. Let's go Ace, and then let's go... Let's just put out the Rush Ace at this point. I really don't care too much. I just want the body. Yeah, we'll just do that. Then we do this. Not that we get Rush, but we'll make our leader big. And let's swing in 9. I mean, I don't really think we need to go even further than that. We could just keep this 2 down up. don't want him to attack this Blackbeard. Do I want him to attack Blackbeard? No. No, I don't. I want to use it for like a Jozu, honestly. Jozu next turn could be really good. We'll have to hit up some rivals soon. I haven't felt the urge in a long time, so I've been staying away. But with Deadpool, I can be convinced. There's Sanji. This is our target. Okay, so he didn't read. He doesn't read. We like when people don't read, chat. We like when people just can't do math. 6 to 7, not the 6-7 meme, but he can't read. Great. Now we can. Let's just do a 5 to the. Let's do 5 to the Sanji. He'll draw a card, but we need to get rid of this. Like, it just made it. We have to get rid of it, right? Ultimately, we can't let this on the board. Maybe we should attack with the Teach into it first. Okay, he's gonna give some Don to protect it, and I'll just go with 3 into 3 because we have this Jozu. He counters. Then we'll just go 7 into it just to get it off the board. And then we'll just hit him with the Jozu, bounce back the Teach, bounce back his Sanji, and that was a pretty good turn. And then the next turn, we have a lot more we could do because we'll have a lot more Don. Excellent. Excellente. Oh, okay. Law, bounce back, play Sanji probably. Yep. Play Sanji, get 2 Don back. You'll need to put 1 on leader. At least you'll need to put 1 on leader. And then I think I take this hit. I have 4 life. I think I want the extra card. Especially if it's like a Luffy. Or Ivankov could be good too, because we could set up the Teach line. So I don't mind. Whichever one works best. Well, if you just hit me for 5, I think I'm just gonna give you a counter and call it a day. I'd rather just stay super healthy, because I could put out 5 cost bodies like it's nothing. Nami Sanji. So let's go 2 on here. Let's check our 5. No Luffy, or no really good options, but we can put this ace up there. Hard play this 5 cost ace, bring out the baby ace, play out other ace, make our leader big, and then we can grab a 2 cost card. So what's super sick is we're gonna hit this Zeus to our hand. Check it, chat. Check it before you check it. Play Zeus, use effect, take top life, and then pop their Sanji. Get the hell out of my face. And then we can go start with a 9. He can counter out of both these 7k swings. So let's start with the 9 to see what he does, because then that would mean he'd have to give 3 down and do something. Is ST12 Luffy good? Joe, I can assure you, it's going to be good. 6 life, leader. It's going to be very annoying to deal with. Okay, and he has all this down up, so if we attack, there's really no point besides just keeping our guys sideways. So we might as well just pass our turn here. There's a lot of interesting things I've been seeing about that deck. Especially, there's this new Kami card that came out in 11 or 12. Another Sanji, what the hell? 11 or 12, in which, like, if your opponent uses event or trigger, you get to just make you and your opponent take a life if you're 2 or less, or 2 or more life, which is kind of crazy, honestly. Crazy in the aspect of just, like, that's so good when you start with 6 life over your opponent who's probably at 5 or 4 life. You know, like, that's just really solid. And everybody's playing events right now, or a lot of people have trigger cards. Man, now he's flooding the board, but only 3 cards left in hand. So once we break past the Don that he sets up, we're going to be sitting pretty, chat. We are going to be doing pretty good. All right. We have a lot to do. We have a lot we can do. But what should we do? That's a different question. I want to set up this Luffy for sure. So what we can possibly do is Let's start swinging 7, right? Swing 7, he needs to give up 2 counters in order to get rid of this, right? To get out of this. Great. That's the first one done. Next, we'll do another one. And he's not at 1 life, so this doesn't become a blocker yet. But we have plenty of 7Ks we can keep throwing at this guy. Okay, he gives us the other ones. Now we'll go... Yeah, because we don't have any rushers, so we might as well just go another 7. I would want to... I feel like I want to teach here. But I feel like it would be better... I feel like it's just better just to put the Don under my character and hit him. Let's just check. Okay. Let's get this blocker out. Yeah. We're gonna go hard cast that and go 5 afterwards. So let's go 7. And then we're gonna put 3 Don on this and go... Well, if he counters here, I can go 5 now. I can do 5 and 5. Okay, well now I'm not going to do 5 on that anymore. What I'm going to do though is switch it up a little bit. We're going to go and play out... Yeah, we're going to play out this Chiffon. Use the effect, trash my top life, swap it with something else. Then we will just pivot and play out this Luffy blocker. And then we'll keep 1 done up and pass. Pretty good, because the reason I didn't go 5 again is because this is blocker now, so he'll get a free block there. And this is a pretty tough board to crack. He's got 3 cards in hand, and now we do have follow up in the form of what was it? We have follow up in the form of ace and other. Oh, 9 cost Zoro. Okay. Okay, and he's gonna have 3 done up. I don't think this is enough though. I think this is way too late, especially when we have multiple 7K bodies on the board. We will counter. Then he'll have to put 1 under here. That's not it, buddy. That is not it, chat. And then I can free block with this Luffy. Because he has to put the Don under this, otherwise he's not going to be able to use his leader effect. And that's the only thing that's going to keep him alive here. And I could just block with this big Luffy. That was a misplay on him. He should have just went somewhere else with that swing. Stand 2 up, so 3 up, so in total he's got 6K counter with this effect, 2 cards in hand. Hardly anything we should be concerned about. Let us just send it. Let's just do 7s. If we do 7s, he needs to give up 2 Don. And then that leaves him with 1, which means that that's not enough to get out of a 7K swing. So we'll go 7 again. And we don't want to overcommit because this is a blocker. And if we put too much Don on, he'll take advantage of that. And I really don't want to be dealing with a 9 cost Zoro on the following turn with like multiple bodies, right? Like this could be very dangerous for us. So we do need just to end it this turn. Which is really likely. So he'll probably take this, right? He can't use the leader effect. And then we'll go 7 again. Because this is just 7, 7, 7, 7 across the board. And then our last thing will just be really big. So he takes that, or he gives us the 2K and then 1K out of his hand. Then we attack with the 7K with blocker. He can't get out of this because he's only got 1 card in hand. And then we just can go all in with our leader or something. Perfect. I just wanted to see. Let's just, for funsies, let's take a look at our top 5. And we do hit a Luffy. So let's just, for funsies, guys. Just do the Luffy play, put that out, and then make our leader even bigger. Boom. And then a big 15K, and that's GG's. GG's. And for the final deck, I saved the best for last as we are playing green-blue Rosinante. Now, this deck already has great synergy with 2 cost or less cards, and we'll get into that reasoning, but we are in a Supernova package, so that's why we have a lot of Supernova searchers or Supernova targets in our deck. So let's go over our 2 cost cards we're going to play off our Ivankov. First one being Kid and Killer. He's going to be able to search us a Supernova for off of our top 5, and then we can trade him out for a active Don, which is going to be pretty helpful with some of the events that we're playing, similar such as Slave Arrow. 2 cost Sugar is a great control card, and our leader is Don Quixote Pirates, so we'll get that bonus effect as well. 2 cost Rosinante Blocker, one of the best blockers or best cheap blockers the green has to offer, and it's a great target to free play. 2 cost Scratch Mana Poo, this is mostly searchable, but if we get on board we can bounce it back with the Trafalgar Law. 2 cost Rosinante. Now this is the main reason why we're playing Rosinante, as this card you can rest it and 1 Don, take a look at your top 5 and free play out a 2 or less card rested, which is great because we can get a card like Kid and Killer, get another Search, a Sugar, a Bonnie for later, you name it. And we are also on the 2 cost puddings that we talked about in the other decks. Again, this is great. You can get off this Rosinante, or you can even get off the Ivankov. Either way, super strong, with our closers being Kid for great defense, especially in tandem with our leader effect, Law and Beppo to shut down some of our bigger targets and turn our leader into a 7k blocker. So let's take a look at this final game. All right, I guess we'll try it into the Crocster. They are going second. We're going to keep this hand. We're going to draw, play out a Bonnie, and pass. And then we got a couple different lines of play here. We either Ivankov next turn, or we Sugar. Okay, Pearl, we go 5. We go 5. Link Sith, what's up? I see you. We can go... You know what? I think it's probably going to be best if we just do the Bonnie Search. Bonnie Search... Law Beppo is probably good. We probably need some like later game. And then we can play... They're going to go 4. Bon Clay is probably the best turn play they can make. We'll go this, and we'll just pass. Because if they do Bon, Das Bones is going to be a little annoying to deal with. Just because it play that whole, like the way that plays out, it plays around the Sugar resting effect. So, we'll just wait. Weird bit of curve, but we do play Odin in the deck. Believe it or not, we do play Odin on 7 if we see it. And I'm sure we'll see it. And if we don't see it, who am I kidding? We will see it. Oh, okay. Perfect. Yay, chat. He's got nothing. This is a bad turn. Woohoo. We'll take that so we can get an extra draw. Nice 1 down for this. All right, well, we're going to have to send the Ivankov. Ivankov into this Rosinante is insane because this Rosie will take a look at our top 5. We'll get another one of those. Absolutely insane hand. We have so much advantage. This card gets us a search. This card gets us a search. And then these cards are just blockers. We're so good right now. We're so good right now, chat. And then I'll leave 1 down up so we can... Oh, he played the event. He got the event trigger, pulled out of Mr. 4. Okay. And what's really good... Okay, Shirahoshi. This isn't going to affect us too much. This Shirahoshi's just not going to do that much to us. I think we will go... the Sugar, I think, realistically. Especially since we have a lot of, you know, dudes. I'm messing. We'll let that go, and then we will just use this Rosinante effect to protect. Great. This guy's got a really bad hand. And then there is the patchwork again. Oh, double patchwork. I don't think that's great. I think that was very rough on your part. We will Ivankov go 4 there. We do not have like a real play this turn. Best thing we're gonna do is play the Sugar, leave 1 up for event. Nah, forget it. Let's just leave both up for event, just in case we need them all, and then we pass. Pretty good. We're in a pretty good spot, chat. That like again, I played Croc, so I understand that this is problematic, right? This is problematic when you like, because you don't have put out early bodies unless you got the Makita, right? Stuff like this gets really annoying because your big top end plays like 8 cost Croc doesn't do as much as you think it's gonna do. You need more than 5 character spaces. Yes, I need 10 character spaces. I need 20 character spaces. Give me 15 character spaces, 16 character spaces. All right, that's Bones. He's gonna rest that. What's gonna be super cool is we have the Slave Arrow, which is really nice. So he's gonna go into the Ivankov. Let's just go. I was gonna say block and do that, but I think the better play would be. The better play is just to let it slide. And have the Rosinante just take the hit because it doesn't need to be. It just uses the second effect because my card's getting KO'd. So, something that people don't know. And then he can go there and we can bounce the sugar. Now we can counter with Slave Arrow, bounce the sugar, give 4K there. And then that way our kid next turn can play. Oh, okay. Or can do even more than that. Awesome. No, absolutely awesome. Let's go pepper in a nice 5 here. We're going to have so much control on this next turn here. And then we can go our kid play, use kid. Let's go and play out the kid and killer. Get a search. We will search and grab this. Law could be good. I think we need some 2Ks right now. And then we can just pass. And what's super cool, chat, is that Kid and Killer will give us an active Dawn, right? And then we can use the Karma exposure and double it up. We do a fit check now. Yes, fit check. Dusty sweater, hat, clean. Thank you for being on TikTok and the Twitch. Really appreciate that. Okay, Crocs to be expected, but we don't need this to attack, right? We don't need this to attack. That's the ordeal. We will kind of want to keep this right now. We might as well just get the Dawn back and then not block. We just counter with the Karma Punish, just so that way we can clear up a board for the Law and Beppo, because that is going to be the play for this turn to Law and Beppo. And then we can go 7K. Yeah, we can go 7K into the leader. We could have went 7 into the Das Bones, but I think it's not really a big deal. I want to get him down in life. And then we can go 1 draw here, draw there, and then we can go. Let's rest it. Let's rest it so that way. Nah, I don't even need to rest it. We'll just pass there. Crazy though, this is a 7K blocker now. A 7K blocker, so he's got to work. He's got to work. Interesting. Interesting that he used the leader effect to -10 this instead of this. Any ideas, chat? Yo, 4 people in the Twitch. Highly appreciate you guys. What the heck? What the hecky? Let's just free block. Why not, right? When the blocks is good, you might as well. I really want him to get rid of this, because if he gets rid of this, okay, this is not going to do much, right? I actually prefer that he plays out the 2K here. I feel like Sugar's just not great in this matchup. We'll toss it. I'm itching. I'm itching to go play in 14. I'm super itchy. I'm just like, just trying to play my Black Croc. Any deck. Mihawk, I'll slap Mihawk. Boa, I'll cry. All Sunday. Play 3 cards. This is like the best. I feel like he's trying not to deck out. 5. Do I just give it to him at this point? No, because that's like an extra draw next turn. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's counter out. Perfect. We counter, we draw. That's awesome. So we got plenty to do this turn. We have plenty to do. We need one here though, so let's remember that, right? So let's start with a 5 draw card, 2k counter, pretty good. We don't need this anymore because we're gonna set up the other play. Let's grab 2k again. Next, we're gonna use the Rosinante. We'll get this pudding and put it there. We won't bounce this yet because then we'd have too many cards. Let's go 11 into lead, and this probably puts out the ground death. Maybe 2 ground deaths he'll throw out. No. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, the babe, but it doesn't matter. Draw Das Bones, Das Bones, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can go another 11 swing here. We do another 11. He ground deaths. Awesome, get it out now. And then we put 1 on here. Use effect. Let's get rid of the Bonnie, right? We'll trade Bonnie for Bonnie. And this is blocker Bonnie. And then we pass and our Rosinante stands up. Absolutely goated, chat. If you were not realizing what's happening right now, stun me. Go ahead. I don't care. You can stun both these cards. It does not matter. You still have no way to out my cards right now. Go ahead. Yep, we'll set one of these as active. And then just to preserve the hand size a bit, because then he can go 10 with the Sunday, which is fine. Let's just block. Let's just block with it, right? We want to help clear our board. And then if he attacks again, we will go... Yeah, we'll give 1k. Perfect. Perfect. And then he can use his leader effect. Just stun this. That's fine. We might need this kitten killer, so we'll get rid of a pudding 2k counter. Again, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter right now. And then, yep, he'll do this. He gets to play it out. Yada, yada, yada. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. He's got no down left. And we can literally split push with these. As long as he doesn't put up blockers, right? I know he's got plenty of 2Ks in hand, right? That's not the problem. Let's do 7 to lead with this. Okay, not the card we wanted to see. He takes, and then we can do... Again, I kind of don't want to put anything out. Kind of want to just get him down as much as I can. So let's just go 11. And then we can go 1 here, use the effect, play out the sugar, rest the Makita. We can just attack for 2. And what's nice is now we can bounce this pudding back to hand, have 6 cards in hand, and he still has to attack this kid. My board. And then he needs another croc. He needs another croc to freeze both. He needs another croc because he's not getting past this board. He's just not getting through a chat. 2k, 1k. Great. 2k, 1k. And he's weighing his options here. This is the best play, right? This is the best line of play he's got. He's going to weigh his options. Because now if I block, if I block here... No. Yeah, I could block here. Oh, Karmic Punch. KO one of your opponent's 4 cost characters. He doesn't have any. Nope. And now I still have 2 2Ks, which is really good. So he'd have to jam if he really wants to kill this. But if he jams, that means there's no croc play. But he can have an all Sunday play. I mean, if he puts out the babe, right, like it's a little difficult. But I think we're just so far ahead right now that no. Even if he puts the babe up, we can just sugar rest it. So he can't do the babe play. He needs to do He needs a croc in his hand. That's it. He just needs another croc in his hand. There it is. He's gonna. So he uses his leader effect already. Does that. I guess we rest the Das Bones. But now he can do the Babe play. So I guess he has ways around it. Oh, Sugar, why can't you be so good? Why are you falling flat against these decks? Oh, no double stun. Okay. So it's never mind. Never mind. There's no double stun play here. He'll just have to go for the Babe, and that's it. And then he attaches one. Not even gonna bait the ground death. Not even gonna say like, "Hey, I don't have ground death." Let's just go 11. Right? 11's a big one. It's gonna be very hard. Hey, it's K. Thanks for follow. Appreciate that. So we block, right? We block with the Babe. Get a 2K. Okay, we're not blocking with the Babe. We are full countering. Wonderful. Let's go 7 with the Ivankov like we did last. Odin. Odin's not going to be helpful, though. Odin is not going to be helpful. What if I swing 5? Probably shouldn't swing 5. I should probably just swing the 7 like I'm supposed to. Probably should just be swinging the 7 like I'm supposed to. Being a good student. Being a good person. So he'll get the Miss Wednesday 2K counter, right? That's the best play. Then we'll do one of these. No target this time. Unless... No target this time. And then we just leave 4 up, I guess. Nothing we can really do with it. So, yeah. And now we have 3 2Ks and a 3K. And... well, we might as well start with the 3K then. If you're going to do that. Because our goal is to protect this with our life. We cannot allow him to not do that. So we're going to have to 2K. Block. Do I lose? No. And then we block that. That's not a good draw. But he'll have to kill this now. Sure. And then he doesn't have enough to kill me. Ooh, we're... Yes, sir. He can still stun this Law and Beppo, right? This is still the unfortunate part, is he gets to stun this. But we know he doesn't... we know that he has 1 Babe, 2, 3 Babes in the trash. I've never seen anybody play 4 of them. He's got 6 down up. That means he can only play about like a 5-cost card. Yes, he's going to do this Crocodile effect. And unfortunately, my Sugar's going to use its effect to do that. I wish it didn't, because that would have been better if it didn't. Mikata, he's searching. There's a 2K counter. So we know he has 2 2Ks in hand. And then he's going to go after the Ivankov. Makes sense. And I think that's game. GG's. 2K. GG's. Yes, sir. GG's. That's going to be it for this episode of 1 Card 3 Decks. As always, let me know in the comments down below if you find any cards that would be interesting for this series. Like and subscribe would help me out a ton. And I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.